So after I've spoken a little bit about things that I think are pretty important, specifically how do you lose weight, how do you deal with the major agers, how do you sleep, all the things that Josh was trying to help you on. I'm going to open it up and we're going to sit here for as long as you want and take questions. You can go off on bathroom breaks if you want. There's no restrictions. Don't be embarrassed. It is a true no embarrassment zone. We'll be saying some awkward things anyway, so you must leave if you need to go get a little break. But I want to cover as many topics as I can. And I love doing these kinds of events because I get ideas from you that I take back on the show. Is that a deal? All right. So, we call it the good life because, and it's not about cash. It's not about fast cars. To me, the good life is about what you really care about in life. What really matters to you the most. And I put a couple lists up there. Yes, Philomena matters a lot to me because Philomena's family. So families do matter to us. But it's also about food, and it's family and fun. And you put it all together, you begin to create these communities that we value so much. It's about love and relationships. It's about happiness, sleep. All the things come together, percolate together to build what some of us call health, but it's actually much bigger than that when you think about it. So I'm going to start you off with a little taste of how I think about the process. We faced the difficult challenge of taking life-saving information and turning it into something you want to see every day. And thanks to you, we've made getting healthy cool. It all starts now! You get that spike! This is a show for you. I love you. Yeah, I love you. Ready? No. Michelle Obama.
I'm pleased to announce, Dr. Oz, that I am cancer-free. You say, is it doable? And I say, yes.
You changed my life. I was watching life pass me by, but now I feel fantastic.
No signs of cancer. So we're going to cover a lot of themes today, but I wanted to start with that video which I just made. We actually used it in the show because I wanted to highlight what it should feel like when you feel health. So many folks think about health as this sort of sour and dour thing, and oh, do I have to do that? And kids give us a hard time, and when women tell their men about it, it's called nagging, and it sort of just drags people down. But it's not about that at all. The reason to do the things we're going to talk about today is not because you're going to live longer. It's because you're going to feel better today, right now, as soon as you walk out of here. And the only thing I ask you to do is to take some of this information and spread it throughout the community. Because you're like little pebbles falling into the pound of Edmonton. And when it spreads around and those waves, those ripples hit the coastline, that's when we spread health throughout our communities. So, let's start off talking a little bit about a theme, which I always have been associated with. When I did the Oprah show about 80 times. It's a lot of experiences. We called it Oprah University because I could have gone to medical school in that many years. And the last day that I was on the show, one of her top producers, who I work with a lot, said, listen, you're about to go off and do something on your own, but I think it's a good life lesson anyway. Ask the people who you care about and the people that you think love you, ask them why they like you. You should each do this when you go home tonight or tomorrow. When I did that little exercise, this is what people who knew me said. They said,